Sit down, turn on the camera, and play!
My dad shouted threateningly, waving his pink cat ear headphones. I don't have time. I haven't had time to do my homework yet, and I'm sick of all these stupid streams. I want to read books and go for a walk. Do you think you're in some kind of parallel universe? No, I'm not. This is my life. A life where my parents make me play computer games and stream all day, forgetting paying attention to school or friends or vacations. Hi, my name is Angelina, and my story is sure to be of interest to you. So, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Well, frankly, I never liked computer games. While my friends forgetting about sleep and homework, killing monsters, investigating mysterious murders, and built houses out of square blocks, I read books and dreamed of being the best doctor in the world. Our Angie's not like everyone else. My mother would say proudly at family gatherings, there's no problem with her. The family nodded approvingly, and I felt like the happiest kid in the world. But all that changed when I became friends with Bella. We met during a school science project competition. She made the coolest model of the solar system, and I made a model of a human heart. It took a long time for a jury of teachers to decide whom to give first place to, so they split it between us. Bella came up to me after the competition. What a great project! She smiled. Yours was pretty cool too. We walked home together, and it turned out that we were on our way. Bella told me about herself. It turned out that more than anything else, she loves animals and computer games. Everyone does, she shrugged. Everyone except me. What do you mean? You're not a gamer? No, I brushed her off. I don't understand what everyone finds in these stupid video games. My new acquaintance stopped in the middle of the street in complete shock. How can you say that? You obviously haven't played Cyberpunk. What's that? Resident Evil? That's the first time I've heard it. Days Gone? Is that a movie? Bella rolled her eyes and grabbed my hand, dragged me somewhere. Where are we going? I could barely keep up with my new friend. To open your eyes to the wonderful world of games. You're out of touch, of course. The girls' room was a gamer's paradise. Multiple monitors, a keyboard that shimmers with the colors of the rainbow, neon lights on the wall. My dream is to become a streamer, Bella explained. But I'm shy. I don't look like a streamer at all. What are you talking about? You're really pretty. Bella really was pretty. I wasn't flattering, but she clarified, it's not enough to be famous. You need to have good looks and charisma. And my parents didn't give me any of that, she said. Bella shrugged and smiled. With your looks, it might be worth a shot on Twitch. What about my looks? I've never thought of myself as pretty. To be honest, I never thought about my looks. It's not a pretty face that matters to a good doctor. It's a sharp mind. Look at this. My new friend turned on the computer and opened a website. I suddenly realized that this is a place where all the fans of online games gather. See what they look like? Bella opened one broadcast, and then another. And in all cases, they were slim, brightly colored, pretty girls. They'd smile for the camera and talk to the audience, answering their questions and just saying hello. They also thanked them for some donations. They're sent donuts? Donuts? Oh no! Donations! It's money! Viewers give their favorite streamers money. Sometimes, it comes to a lot of money. Money? Who in their right mind would pay a person to sit in front of a camera wearing stupid headphones and cat ears? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I grumbled. Well, I don't know. Look, a $200 donation. I don't mind being stupid for that kind of money. $200? That's what my parents make for working all day from morning till night. You could try it, Bella suggested in the meantime, smiling like the Grinch. I've got everything I need. A powerful computer, a good sound, a design. What if it works? Stop it, Bella. I frowned. I don't want to waste my time with this nonsense, especially since, how much is she getting thrown? $500. The girl shrugged. Of course, not everyone gets paid that much, but a couple of $10 didn't hurt anyone, did it? Oh, that Bella. Temptress serpent. A calculator went straight to work in my head. If I succeeded, I could pay for the best medical school in New York. Right now, our family couldn't afford it. Bella quickly got to work, sensing that I was about to break. She gave me a bride makeover and dressed me up in one of her fancy t-shirts. Before I knew it, I was at my desk. Why so many monitors? Where do I click? How to play this stupid game? My new friend gave me a little briefing. It turned out all this is not complicated. The game is as primitive as it gets. Walk around, kill monsters, and collect some items. So I'm turning on the broadcast, said Bella. It's an old game, and I don't think anyone's gonna be interested in it. But you have to start somewhere. She was wrong, though. Within 15 minutes, I had 20 people watching me try to play. Smile and wave at them, Bella hissed, and I waved, feeling like the penguin from Madagascar. What a stupid thing to do. I got bored of acting very quickly. After half an hour, though the audience was already 25, I said goodbye and waved to the camera again with a completely stupid face. Bella crawled over to the table and turned off the broadcast without even being in the frame. That's great! For your first time, you did great! First and last. I took the idiotic headphones off my head irritably. It's not for me, Bella. I'm sorry. Thanks for letting me use the computer. The girl only smiled slyly in return. We said goodbye, and I went home. A few days later, Bella met me in the hallway of the school. Here you go. She handed me a $20 bill. What's this? Your earnings for that streaming show. I'm sorry I didn't give it to you right away. I had to withdraw it through my mom's card. I couldn't believe it. A whole $20 just to make a face in front of the camera. Honestly, I don't know how to tell my parents about my part-time job, but I was determined to give them the money because I'd only heard this morning at breakfast that they didn't have anything to go grocery shopping with. Well, it's best to tell the truth. That's what I did. You just played around and got $20 for it? Mom couldn't believe it, and I understood her. Yeah, you just play the game and the audience supports you. No crime? Dad clarified. No. Is it legal? Of course it was. My parents looked at each other, and I didn't like it. Angie, why don't you play again? They said in one voice. Oh, I tried to resist, explaining that I wasn't interested in playing stupid games, and I'd rather spend that time studying. But my parents had too much energy at work and were unable to give up the easy money. I stopped resisting. I mean, really, there's nothing wrong with streaming once in a while. Sometimes. However, that sometimes soon turned into every day. At first I was streaming at Bella's, not for free of course. I gave my friend a small percentage for using her room and equipment. In addition, Bella was teaching me how to please the audience. I felt terrible flirting with the audience, entertaining them with stupid jokes and utter nonsense. Amazingly, the sillier I felt, the more money I made. How is that possible? I was always convinced that only through intelligence and education could I succeed. Maybe I don't understand something. All the money I earned I withdrew to my mother's card, and I didn't mind that she kept some of it for herself. Angie, why don't you stream twice a day? Dad said one night at dinner. What? I choked on my salad. When am I going to study? I barely have time to do my homework as it is. What's wrong with missing your first period? Mom shrugged. Have my parents been replaced by aliens? All my life they've been telling me I should take my studies seriously. And now they want me to skip classes? I can't go to Bella's in the morning. I thought that was an ironclad argument. It wasn't. When I returned to my friend's house that evening and walked into my room, I froze on the threshold. My bookcase had been moved to the darkest corner, and in its place was a new desk and a fancy computer. Now you don't have to go to Bella's to play. I took out a loan, but that's okay. Mom seemed over the moon. I wasn't at all. Well, back to the beginning of my story. After a few months, my grade dropped to the bottom, and our family income, on the other hand, skyrocketed. But I didn't care about that income. If with these grades, I can't even graduate from high school, let alone get into a top college. I was terrified. My dream was crumbling like a house of cards because of stupid games. And when my dad came by my room at night to remind me that it was time to start streaming, a huge scandal broke out. I screamed that I didn't want to do this crap anymore. My parents told me I was only thinking of myself. I never thought my mom and dad would be so selfish. But there's nothing to do. I dutifully put on my headphones and started the broadcast. The audience immediately noticed something was wrong. They started asking questions, and then I couldn't take it anymore. I burst into tears and I told my story. I told them that I dreamed of being a doctor and saving lives, that I loved reading and watching documentaries, that this whole stupid image disgusts me and doesn't resemble my real personality. I like to read too. What's your favorite book? Someone wrote in the chat room, and a few minutes later, donation flew in with the message. Here's to sincerity. To make a long story short, this stream wasn't like the ones I usually host. We chatted with the audience about books, interesting movies, and even exhibitions. Then I decided to play, and this time, I enjoyed it. I no longer had to play dumb. I was me, and I communicated as I did in real life. Of course, almost half of the audience was not happy. They'd come to see a girl with cat ears, not listen to a smart aleck. After the stream, my parents knocked on my room door. We're sorry, Angie. Mom looked guilty, and Dad couldn't say a word at all. We were wrong. I wasn't mad at them anymore. Of course, when money gets to you that hard, you can lose your head from the easy money. We agreed on a compromise. I streamed every other day. That way, I could study and play and help my family. I took off those stupid ears and bought regular headphones. I no longer had to put on makeup before streaming and act unnaturally. You shouldn't have. Bella sighed. You've raised such an army of fans with your ears. I don't think it's about the ears at all. What do you think? Is it worth changing yourself to please others or to make more money? What would you do if you were me? Write in the comments. It would be interesting to hear what you think.